So how were you born to Destruct?
How were we born to Destruct? Well, I think we just woke up one day and realised that it was all going to end soon. And that we'd known that since birth, really.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And did your mothers know this?
No, my mother's never been to any of my gigs, so she doesn't really know. Yeah. How about yours?
Well, I will have to say that my mum will be watching this at some point, so I'll have to point out that in the first band I was ever in back in '79, she used to drive us around carrying all the gear, and she used to have a T-shirt with Woodstock's mum on.
Oh my gosh! So your mom was the roadie. I love it.
She was a roadie to start with, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Mum.
Hello, Mum. Right, moving on. Dave, what about you?
What about me? My mum's not allowed to come to gigs because she puts people in headlocks and stuff. She's not. Don't say hi to her. It'll only encourage her.
She's a wrestler. She should come to a gig.
Hello, his mum, because I want to encourage that.
Let's have some of that.
Thanks.
Sorry. So you guys have been around now, what, about 10 years, is
10
it?
years.
Yeah.
10 years in August it was. Who'd have thought it?
How has the band changed in the last 10 years?
Well, we've got a lot more feminine, in that we now have a male singer. That's probably the biggest change. We used to have a look at that going, oh my God, they're having an interview. We used to have a female singer.
So more raw now.
Yeah, so it was much more aggressive then.
Yeah. No, it's more dinosaurish now.
Yeah.
She had
Less
to go, she was
bird,
too
yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
You know, she was quite angry and it was
She
too
could actually
scary.
sing. She could actually sing, so it was a very different band back then. Very different. And then she went off to university, so no one else wanted to do it, so I thought, what the heck? Give it a go.
Give it a try and see what happens,
There
and
we
it's
are.
done well.
Still doing it. Yeah.
And you wear like a flashing hat every time I've seen you.
I do. I've got into hats just recently.
Yeah, flashing hat
Last couple
rather
of
than the
years.
flashing Mac he used to wear. Yeah.
Yeah. In days gone by, I used to have a
flashing Mac. Describe this.
Well, I think Stu is actually going into talking about the perverts, you know, that hang around on street corners with a Mac on and nothing else, and just kind of
Usually on
flash at
Exactly.
people.
Well,
usually on
that's
the
what I'm
Pride
wondering.
when there's sort of four people standing
It
there.
didn't translate so well when we tried this out, you see. So, you know, we thought, it's not a look for the
Stu
band.
got too comfortable walking around with nothing on but a raincoat.
He dreamed of the see-through one he had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the see-through one would be a bit of a problem. You didn't have to flash then.
It was nasty. I still have not. That's why we call him Dr. Dirt.
Yes, you guys all do have interesting names. How did those come about?
Oh God, do I have to do this story? Okay, I'll officially do this story. I don't usually tell everyone this story. Basically, in years gone by, I had like a little Mohican, and in those days we used to dye our hair with food colouring and stuff like that. So I dyed my hair yellow with food colouring, and I'd gone to this, I think it was some kind of disco come live event run by a local bike club, and I'd gone to this, and I got to the door, and this 8 foot high and 8 foot wide bloke pointed at me and went, it's fucking Woodstock. And I didn't really know what he was talking about until someone inside kindly told me that because it had been raining, all the food colouring had come off and gone all over my face, so my face was actually yellow. But I kind of like the name, so I kind of kept it because I thought it was funny that being named after a hippie festival when you're playing in a punk band was quite
Or
quite
a
amusing.
small bird in a...
Yeah, well, that was he's on here.
You do have him
Oh,
then.
yeah.
How about you two? How did you get your names?
Yes.
gave-
Oh, wait,
you gave
yeah.
someone- you-
I
named-
gave both of them. Stu, obviously, Dr. Dirt, simply because he's a doctor of Star Wars or something. I think he is. I can't remember now. But he also is the one that comes up with all the innuendos and wrong suggestions.
He's
ideas.
the dirty one with the
Yes.
flashing Mac.
He looks and sounds nothing like his filthy mind. So hence Dr. Dirt. And Tap, I named after Spinal Tap, because the first time I ever saw him, he looked like an escapee from an 80s heavy metal band, and he could pull off every heavy metal Axeman manoeuvre I've ever seen in my life, so I just called him Spinal Tap. We've got to shorten to Tap, which is much better.
How do you feel about that? Did you feel very Spinal Tap at the time?
Yeah, more Spinal Pap than Spinal Tap, but you know,
Or maybe Drippy.
Drippy Tap, yeah. Or we've had a few of them moments.
I'm not going to ask. You can see the question on the tip of my tongue. I'm
Do
leaving
it.
that.
We're quite happy to answer anything. We should just mention the drummer as well, who's not here yet. He's actually working today, so. But he also has a name. He's called Priest, and that's because he is one.
Genuinely.
No. He's Russian. He's from Moscow. He's into black metal.
And guns.
And guns, and he gave up drinking vodka because he drunk too much, and he wanted to go on something softer, so he now drinks Sambuca. So there you go. That's the kind of bloke he is, which you'll get to see him later.
It's a shame he couldn't come, because that would be very interesting.
Dave doesn't like him being around because he's got a cool accent.
What do you mean? I have an accent, do you know? I don't know what that is.
Welsh,
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, I've got an accent, so
Cornish.
I like you. Thank you. We'll go with that one for today. And what's happening with the band now? Do you have any new releases planned, or?
We do. We're going into the studio in November to record the next album, which should be hopefully out Christmas.
Do you have a working title yet?
God of Destruction. Catchy, pleasant, and true. And before anyone says it's not about me,
Are you sure?
I'm not the God of Destruction.
Don't you actually say?
I'm just a very
You're the
naughty
god
boy.
of destruction, then.
Or maybe you are.
Oh,
And his
Flashy
wife.
god?
I'm the god of destruction, and so's my wife.
Making that a whole team effort.
It's always a team effort. Even though certain people say it's not, it is a team effort.
And where can people buy your existing material and the new album when it comes
They
out?
can buy the existing album from STP Records, the website, or at our gigs, or from us via the Facebook or Reverb Nation page. And any other merchandise, again, either from us or at the gigs.
Actually, the Reverb Nation page actually has a lot of material that spans back as well. You know, because we're quite proud of that. So we've got a lot of the old materials on there as well. You know,
So people can get your whole history.
and there's quite a lot on there. So it's one of those, and you can stream that in full as well. So if you don't want to buy it because you're a cheapskate, you know.
Or you're skint.
Well,
No, if you ask us nicely, we'll just record all the old albums for you anyway, which we've done for a few people. It's quite a shock to some people when they kind of go back to the early stuff and go, oh God, Where's your voice?
Who's the angry woman?
That's before my my vocal cords changed slightly.
Actually, it was Woodstock in lycra trousers, really tight trousers. It sounds like a girl, but actually,
I was in our hair metal stage.
With galloping horses and all behind you?
Everything. I wore a wig, obviously, so I could have the. I had a fan, yeah, and glitter thrown at me.
And panties.
Well, obviously.
They were yours, though, in fact. But
We should just point out we have got the very first song we ever wrote in the set tonight. Obviously with different vocals, but yeah, the very first song we ever wrote.
And which song is that?
It's called "You Don't Like Us, But We Don't Care."
And I think the cameraman will have to capture that one.
All right, I'll point it out. This is it. I'll wave my arm in the air. Give you 10 seconds to get the camera on. Yeah, if I forget, it's just because I have no memory.
You're a goldfish then?
Yeah, a yellow one.
A Woodstock goldfish.
That's it.
A woodfish.
Yeah,
A woodfish, yes!
Fish stock.
woodfish stock. That's not nice.
Kind of soup.
You don't want it.
It does sound like a soup, but that's okay.
You can have some of my soup later, Stu.
Ooh, kinky. I think I might leave you guys to that
Yes.
wood soup thing. And I would like to thank you guys very much for talking with us. And I look forward to seeing you on stage tonight.
Thank you very much for interviewing us. It's been highly embarrassing, and yeah, let's do it again.
It's my pleasure to have embarrassed.
Thank you very much. We ought to send a CD to anyone that can guess which bits were true and which bits were not true.
Ooh.
Shouldn't we?
If you say so.
Yeah, we should do.
I can't even
Yeah,
remember
we'll do
what
that,
was.
we'll do that.
Was anything true? Oh,
Yeah.
gave it all away then.
Well, now you know the answer.
Yeah, look, see, this is the only problem when you come at places like this that you do bump into some bizarre characters.
Yes, the bizarre characters are
The
here.
lower end of the country.
Southerners.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Bye.
I must just point out, Stu is very abrupt. He kind of just, it's ended,
Yeah.
that's it, it's gone. Oh, watch out, we've got a bloke coming with a suit on.
Carry on. Carry on, no pressure.
Excuse me, sir, what do you think of this man's band? As I knock over the punch. That man's band.
Best band in the world.
What is your favorite song?
Number 2 on the CD.
Which CD?
The second CD. The second one. What's your favourite song?
All of them.
Oh, good answer.
See you later, bro.
And to those men, I sacrificed a half a pint.
There you go. Yeah, I know.
Your biggest fan.
Pay that.
I should. But your biggest fan just came over and enjoyed this.
Apparently so.
Yes. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Hello, I'm Priest from Born to Destruct and you're watching MPRV News. We are here at Victoria Bikers Pub in Coalville, where we have a long weekend of lots of punk and loud bands. If I'm not going to see you here, then you lose.
Spasibo. До свидания.
Спасибо, до свидания и громкой ночи.
That's all I know.
Have a loud and exciting night over here.
До свидания.
Destruct!